are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakney.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Brandon Blakney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV, back at it again. A dope episode. Wanted to touch on some high school football, man, with the season approaching. A lot of differences going on with the season starting in the spring. A lot of programs losing players, having to have the next guy step in. Wanted to have two dope guests. We got Isaiah Crowell as well as Coach Beal out of East Forsyth, defending state champs. Gentlemen, I appreciate you guys joining me today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem.
Hey, appreciate it, Brandon. Thanks for having us, man.
No doubt, man. So I know it's getting to be crunch time for y'all, man. The season, it seemed like when it was, it was so much pressure on not knowing if we were going to play ball or not at all. And it seems so long ago now. The season's finally approaching, man. Where's y'all's mindset now that it's finally here?
I mean, for me, I'm just war ready. I was ready to play. Man, it's been a year since I played last time since the state championship. So, I mean, I was ready to get back on the field and get that feel again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and same here, man. I mean, this has been the longest I've been without football, and a lot of our coaches all over the country. I mean, you're thinking by the time we play our next game, that'll be what, 15, 16 months since the last game we played. And for some of the other teams in the state, it's been even longer. So, I mean, I've been walking around the house depressed. My wife's like, what's wrong? Hey, some of us don't know what to do with ourselves without this football thing. So it's definitely, it's awesome.
Go ahead, Coach. Go ahead. Is it weird for y'all, man?
I was just saying it's.
Oh, go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, I'm just just the same thing. Just it feels so great to be out there, be around the guys again, and just be back into that routine of, hey, it's football season.
Right. I know, man. Y'all are usually doing 7-on-7s at this time. Is it weird, like? I guess in your case, Isaiah, body-wise, and Coach, you being out there, usually we getting started in the summer, so it's hot. Now, y'all got to reverse. It's already playoff weather out there for y'all right now.
Yeah. Usually by this time, we're just getting back from either states or playoffs, just recovering in the weight room as a team, going to team summer workouts or spring workouts, whatever. Like, it's just a new feel now because we practicing as a team, just getting ready for, like, our first game. Like, that's just new.
Coach, how you keeping these guys sharp out there? You and Coach Willard, you guys do a great job.
Hey, these guys are as focused and hungry as any group of guys that we've had, I think when you have something – as coaches, we always talk about, hey, play every play like it's your last play. You never know when it could be taken from you. And, man, all of a sudden we woke up and there's no more football. So now that when guys are getting back out on the field,
Now, moving forward a little bit, just touching on last season a little bit, I know there's going to be a big target on you guys' back. You guys have been winning a lot of games in recent years, a lot of faces to replace, no different than any other year. I think what's interesting about you guys, the squad, though, is battling the adversity y'all did last year. Y'all are missing so much talent, man, and not many people can miss a 4-star receiver and, a top 100 kid. And, other viable pieces. Y'all had a lot of young guys that really had to step up. How does that, you think, benefit you guys this year with those young guys getting that experience earlier than you guys might have expected?
I mean, as me being as one of the young guys from last year, I mean, I've got a lot more experience. I know what it feels like to be on a varsity level, be in playoffs, be a playoffs position.
Right.
And have no experience in the playoffs. So, like it's not like I'm just getting my feet wet. Like I'm used to it now. So it's not like I'm comfortable with it now. So I mean,
Yeah, and the same thing, like when most teams say next man up, but a lot of teams never have to experience it like we
Right.
had to experience it last year. You say next man up, okay, one guy goes down, but when you have 8, 9, 10 starters out, I
Right.
mean, you find out what you're made of, and I think that can only help those guys that are coming back, handling just the adversity of what's going on right now with the virus and things like that, and some of the new protocols and stuff like that. So I think just moving forward, that they're as prepared as any team in the state. The guys that have came back and are moving forward. So I think they're going to go out there and do a great job this year, and they've handled it great up until now, and we're very excited to get on the field and start competing again.
Isaiah, it's no secret, man. You've been a name around the triad for many years. I think that you achieved a lot of success at a really young age, have kind of handled it, went through going through the recruitment process, seeing your family go through it, seeing your big bro go through it. How has it been different, not being able to maybe get it, I guess, going through recruitment through Zoom, bro? Like, you're not getting to these campuses, you're meeting people through a computer screen. How are you dealing with that? And coach, you can add on as well. How are you guys dealing with that? Pitching these guys, getting film out, and meeting these coaches and greeting them.
I mean, it's definitely different. It's definitely different, man. I'm used to going on campus, going on visits, talking to coaches, saying their offense, talking to them. Now, I mean, I gotta make phone calls to have conversation with coaches and text them through text. So it's not like I get to know these coaches personally. Like I gotta know them over the phone or over the text.
You feel like you're missing out not being able to actually touch foot on campus, some of
Yeah,
the places you haven't been able to get to?
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Hey, it's a whole lot. Don't lie. Don't be so nice.
No
Because
cap.
that's part of one of the most exciting things for young men like
Right.
Isaiah and Micah and um, hey, is to experience that, to go to these colleges, be recruited, and that's a special thing. It's a special thing for those young men. It's a special thing for their families, and a lot of them don't get to do that. But again, they handle it. They just do the best they can. And this is the cards that are dealt, kind of like what we were last year. We could sit here and pout about it, or we could just handle it, and that's what they've had to do. But I feel real bad for those guys because that's one of those memories that it's a once in a lifetime thing, and you hate that they don't get to go around and see it like just a class before them, or
Right.
So hopefully all this will get back to normal soon, and these guys will be able to get back to doing some of those things.
Yeah, and like Coach was saying, like I was looking forward to going on visits this spring.
Mhm.
And like, not saying I ain't miss out none because I got to go and visit early last January, February. But I mean, I was really looking forward to going on visits to schools that I had interest in and all that. So I mean, it
Has
is something.
the has the approach changed with the colleges? Are they more? You feel like they're more in communication with you now since they can't actually come and see you? And
Yeah,
coach, for you guys, like, has the approach changed? I think you guys do such a dope job with marketing these guys and just putting these guys on a stage to where coaches can see these guys' talent.
yeah, it has changed. It has changed a little bit. But my coach, I feel like they do a great job of like putting their players out there on the market, putting them out there for the coaches to see them. And
Hmm.
especially like when I was a sophomore or a freshman, like it was colleges like in the spring, it was like 30 colleges out there watching players. So I think Coach Willard and Coach Bill does a great job of like putting their players out there, giving them the exposure that they need.
Yeah, and it's definitely changed, but Coach Willard has such great relationships with so many coaches across the country, and he's been doing this at a high level for so long that
Definitely.
he just has so many great relationships, and they trust what he says because he tells it how it is.
Yeah.
And if a guy's what he says it is, usually it's he doesn't pull any punches on it. It is what it is, and a lot of coaches in the collegiate level trust his opinion. And
Looking at the season a little bit for you guys, it's no secret, man. I know a lot of players are going to be gone, but I still believe you guys will be in one of the toughest conferences in the state. Glenn, Davie, West Forsyth, one of you guys is rival. How do you guys feel about the conference outlook? A lot of talent coming back, a lot of players, like you said, going to have to step up and make a name for themselves on many teams with this early enrollment thing and the season being late.
Yeah, you're right. It is a lot of talent in the city. It is a lot of talent in the city. So I mean, at least we have a it's gonna be competitive this year.
For sure.
So it's not gonna be just easy this year. It's gonna be something to look forward to, competing against other people in the triad area and all that.
And I've said this before, the Central Piedmont Conference is top to bottom
Strongest.
one of, if not the best conference in the state. So every week there is no down week. Everybody's like, you have to play a playoff caliber top 25 team every single week. And I think that's what helps prepare us is we all feed off each other. They make us better. We make them better. And that gets you ready for that postseason. And when you play teams every week that's in the top 10, top 25, it's a big game atmosphere. There's media attention. Fans are going nuts in a normal year, but that gets you ready for those late November, December football games. And we know that teams are going to bring it when they play us, and we're going to bring it as well. So, like I said, they make us better and we make them better.
I know you guys have a lot of experience coming back, being so young. I know Todd Lyles, 3-4 year starter coming back. Isaiah, you've been a name into the headlines. How are you embracing that new role, kind of being the leader that the young guys are looking up to now? How are you working to show these guys the East Forsyth way?
Having that experience, that knowledge for the game now, I'm kind of trying to teach the young guys that's in my position in the defense to like how to do certain things or how to certain situations on the defense, or how like to example work on their drops or what's doing certain coverages. So I mean, me, I wouldn't say I'm like a coach, but I am kind of like trying to help kids out there.
Hey, and I'll jump in, and it's great. You pull players off the field after their reps up, like Isaiah, and I look over at him, and he's coaching up the twos and the threes, and then some of the JV guys. So it's great to have players like him and Jordan Timmons and guys like that on defense that have that big game experience, that have been in those situations, helping out coach those younger guys up. And they've done a great job with it thus far, and we're going to continue to build through their leadership moving forward.
Man, Timmons is a kid I loved when he was at Parkland. Came in. I know a lot of people were kind of, not within you guys' circle, but just spectators weren't sure how he was going to fit into this stout defense coming in. He comes in year one, makes an immediate impact. A very, very underrated guy, in my opinion. I think wherever he ends up, he's going to be a steal. What is the mindset of these guys going in? It seems like you guys have so many players that come in with the chip on their shoulder. They just want to come in and put the work in.
Yeah, and I'll jump in real quick. He signed today with Johnson C. Smith, so
okay, dope.
He'll be playing there next year. And he came in and made some big plays for us. Became a leader on the defense, and hey, this guy right here, Crowell, and him made probably the play of the state title game in 2019. Isaiah comes down, strips that fumble, and Timmons scoops and scores, takes it to the house, and scores. And next thing you know, hey, we roll. But he got the state championship MVP off of that play. But he made sure to dap up Crowell, because Crowell was the one that stripped that ball.
Seeing that long lineage of players, how does it feel to see that, if you follow these guys' game plan the coaches have laid out for you, you can get to where you want to go? I'm seeing it year after year for you guys.
It's been feeling good. I mean, like being a freshman at East Forsyth, seeing how the coaches, Coach Beal, Coach Jones, they put out a game plan for the defense, and they're just executing with the game plan they put out. And seeing the guys make plays like Kylie Martin, Johnny, Khalil, and all them, I'm just listening to what the coaches say. now because they know they've been there and they coach those type of guys.
What goes into establishing a culture like that, Coach Bill?
Off season, my man, off season. That's what it's all about. And that's been one of the toughest parts for us is the guys, they buy into the program. And our program in the off season, in my opinion, is second to none. And just the work that these guys, they commit, they buy into what Coach Willard, myself, and the rest of the coaches are saying. And Coach Stu, Coach Lakis, and all those guys, Coach Horton, everything that these guys are preaching, and they show up and they put in the work. I mean, we could sit here and preach till we're blue in the face. If the guys didn't put into work, it wouldn't matter. And they come in and they grind, and it's a year-round program. They grind, and that's what happens when you put in work. It's results, and it's just really fun to see them come in as freshmen, and by the time they walk out the door as seniors after being in this offseason program for 4 years, they're grown men, and the colleges, they take notice. And it's really cool to see all the players that have gone to the next level from East Forsyth. And it's all about buying into that offseason program and grinding.
Now, don't give too much away, fellas. Season coming up, but who are some breakout players or some guys that we aren't talking about that you guys have been impressed with that could really make some strides this year?
I don't know if you know are familiar with him, but we got a corner, Morgan Childs. We got another corner on the other side, William Montgomery. We got some players on the offense. Damon Stokes, Jamon Smith, Traylon Ingram, like players like them. They're young, but we got a lot of talent. Like we have a sophomore linebacker, RJ. Like, I mean, we got talent. We got talent on our team.
Big
Be back yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say players like Xavier Bell on the D line. He's kind of a linebacker D lineman. He's one of our captains on defense. He's one of the guys that will be making a lot of plays this year for us.
Guys, I appreciate y'all jumping on with me tonight. Let them know where to find you guys on social media so they can follow your journey for a big season this year.
Gotcha.
Hey, Brandon, thanks for having us, man.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely, most definitely. Go ahead and shout y'all's handles out, man. Get that free publicity.
I got you.
Oh, y'all can tell them where to follow your social media.
Oh, shoot. Follow me on Instagram, Isaiah Crowell 8. Follow me on Twitter, Isaiah Crowell 9. And on Snapchat, _money01.
And what about you, Coach?
Hey, Coach, I think it's Coach _Beal. I think that's what it is. I would have to look.
Definitely give my guys a follow and the East Forsyth page. Again, fellas, I appreciate it. We might maybe have to get y'all on again. I know I'll be seeing y'all in action on Fridays. Good luck this year, man, and y'all represent the city.
Sure, appreciate it.
Awesome, Brandon. Thank you. Thanks for all you guys do, man, covering our sport. We really appreciate it, my man.
No doubt. Hey, that's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button. Live with Brandon Blakney. You dig?